What is up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video. Going to talk some hockey tonight. Pushed it off. I normally do it on like Sundays or Mondays, but there's been some events that have happened that I want to talk about, so doing it tonight. Hope everybody is doing well out there. We are 10 days away from Christmas. Dingy me forgot to do the advent calendar last night. I did it on a short. I'll do it again that way tonight because I didn't think about setting my camera up, so my bad, rookie mistake. But anyway, very important game tonight. I really wish I was there, not gonna lie. Wanted to go, but they were calling for some icy weather and wasn't sure what that was going to do, and I didn't want to buy tickets and not be able to go. And plus, there was a lot of games right together that I would have liked to have went to. The Kraken played the Capitals at home just about 4 days ago, I think. So, obviously I didn't want to go to Dallas and the missus not get to go see the Kraken and the weather situation, so it didn't work out. But if you're not aware, the night before last, December 13th, against the Blackhawks, Alexander Ovechkin. Now, I talk a lot about the Dallas Stars and Jason Robertson, but I'm also a Capitals fan. It's something that in other sports I've said I really don't do, is have two teams, but it's been easier in hockey, maybe because I am new to the sport and I don't have like this long attachment to a team. Obviously I really like Ovi and the Capitals here. They are very close with the Nationals in terms of hometown teams. They're not so much with Wizards and the football team, the Commanders, but the hockey team and the baseball team are really close, especially when Zimmerman was there and Max Scherzer and those guys. So I do root for the Capitals, but also root for the Stars. And tonight they play against each other. Night before last, Ovi became the third player in NHL history to reach 800 goals. He is now one away from tying Gordie Howe, two away from becoming second all-time, and then the march is on to chase Gretzky. A big moment. It was huge, for being new, and I say new, but I've been kind of into hockey cards for the past 3 years maybe, but the past 2 years, last year and this year, I've really gotten into watching the games. It was pretty awesome to witness that goal and know that hockey has such a long history. And for Ovi, right here at the home team, and for him to become only the third player ever in the history of the game, obviously he's been a Capital his entire career. And it was a pretty awesome moment to witness. Again, really wish I was at the game tonight, but anyway, we'll enjoy it from afar. So, with that, there's been discussions, what will Ovi's cards do? So, I wanted to take a look at his Young Guns and kind of just look and see what are things doing. Currently, there is a BGS 9. It's got 3 hours left. It's at $15.85 with $73. $73 shipping from Canada. You get the shipping tax on that one. There is a PSA 9 here with 3 days left that's at $17.25 with $20 shipping. This is a strong sale. Likely good timing on this one too, because again, he only needs 2 to pass Gordie Howe to become second all time. I think the 800 mark, to me personally, hitting 800 was the significant number. And then, passing Gordie, since Gordie's only at 801, the next significant number really is Gretzky. So he's got a ways to do that. It'll probably take, a couple years to do that, as long as he chooses to continue to play and stays healthy. But this one is at 1725, And then really, we have a 9.5 here at 1501 with 4 days left. There's not a whole lot to kind of gauge what his stuff is doing. I did pull up Terapeak to look at a few. Here is the PSA 10s. There was a sale. Then I'm guessing the night. It was either the night or it was the same day, December 13th. There was a sale for 5,000, but the previous sale was November 21st. That shows in Terapeak on auction for 48.75. So really, if you compare it here to this $5,000 fixed price sale and then this auction, there really wasn't much movement here because there was a $5,000 sale this same day on the 21st. So interesting to see that. Would be curious to see if anything moves the needle to get it back up above that 5,000 mark. The last time before that it was 5,000 was back here on November 3rd. So that's interesting to see. Hasn't, it's kind of one sale will be 48, 41, 43, 5, 47. It's a weird like pattern on the Ovechkin Young Guns. It's almost like depending on the auctions or when the time maybe that they're ending. I don't know. But it's a weird pattern with how these are kind of, not stabilizing. They're kind of this, back and forth, back and forth. So that's the 10s. Look at the 9s. Here's the PSA 9. There hasn't been a sale since the 13th, but if we go back over here, there is this one that's sitting at 1725, suggesting that it got paid once this is completed. It should be above this 1788 price, but then again, here on the 5th, one did 1900, and then on December 4th, one did 1975. So again, you can see 1975, 1595, 1900, 1788. It's this little roller coaster pattern with his prices, so it's kind of tough to tell. Is it going up? Is it dropping? It's like bouncing back and forth. So very interesting to see, especially, the way he was approaching 800 and everything else. I would have expected this to be more on a slightly upward trend, but it's still been on this little seesaw in the pricing. Next, I did SGC because this was interesting to me. Well, this is actually just the Young Guns, but I noticed here on the 13th, there was an SGC 9 that did 1,300. And then on the 15th, which was today, there was a 9 that did 1,850. So if we go back and look at, let's see, this one right here. So the last PSA 9 was 1788 and 1900, December 5th and the 11th. But again, like I said, there hasn't been a sale since the 800 mark. And then here, this jumped from let me do SGC 9 and see what we're looking at here. That way we can get a better idea on how they've moved. That's 2021. All right, so September there was a 1750, December 13th 1300, and then December 15th 1850. So not a ton of sales there, but comparing the 13th to the 15th, obviously a good growth there. I would expect, especially seeing the one here at 1725 already with 3 days left, that should bump above the PSA 9 value, and it shows upward trajectory. So, but anyway, kind of awesome to see, witness the 800. It's been very exciting, again. I know not everybody, especially people that usually watch my channel, I know not everybody's into hockey. I think it is one of the best products, especially even just Upper Deck Series 1, Series 2. I think it's one of the best products for the value and, return on what you're paying for it. It's an amazing sport to watch. A lot of history involved in it. And, you have the Upper Deck name. We've talked about, how it would be cool to have Upper Deck in other sports. And so it's pretty awesome to have it dedicated there to hockey, especially, since I've really started enjoying it so much. So that's all I got for you guys. Hope you have a wonderful Thursday evening. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the like button if you did. Comment below. And subscribe if you haven't. As always, though, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.